$1,000 Coca-Cola 10-pin classic. And who would have picked the two grand finalists, the under-21s and the Northern Territory? Jenna Baker, should be a beauty.
This should be an exciting game. The under-21s have come from nowhere to lead this tournament. Northern Territory have toppled the Giants and made it to the final.
As Jeanette said, the under-21s, the big stars of this championship so far. Can they go all the way in the grand final? Here's how they line up. They'll be led off by Brad Hampson, 19 years of age, been bowling for 8 years, career average 204. Second up, Amanda Bradley, 18 years of age, major wins the 1993 Junior Bowler of the Year. And third up, David Brooker, only 17 years of age, current average 196.
On the opposite side of the coin, the Northern Territory, led by Angelo Maglieri, 22 years of age, but he's their captain today, 13 years of bowling. Adeline Carnegie, relatively new bowler to the scene, 32 years of age, her high score, 250. Mick Hoey, 24 years of age, he's had a high score of 290 and a current average of 183.
The grand final and a couple of surprise packets. The under-21s up against the Northern Territory. Brad Hampson, who's led the under-21s so well throughout this championship, will have first use of the lane.
The key factor in this game is going to be who comes out and attacks. They have to go for every shot right from the very beginning. Brad Hampson, first to bowl in this match.
19 years of age, lets it go.
Oh, gone high, but still easy spare to cover. Normally, in pressure situations such as grand finals as this, it's amazing what can happen. Gets that ball down early, gives it plenty of room, starts to ride it, but the 4-7 in the left-hand corner for Brad Hampson.
2 pins to make the spare for Brad Hampson and get the under-21s away to a good start. It's got to come back.
As I say, normally an easy spare for somebody of the calibre of Brad Hampson. But when pressure's on, and there's a lot of money at stake here in this grand final, what can happen? The ball just sails and keeps going to the right, checks his feet to see if he was where he wanted to be at the foul line, opening it up for Angelo Maglieri.
Will nerves affect Angelo Maglieri?
Oh, what a shot to open with.
Strike for Angelo Maglieri.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Using the strength, the power. See the ball almost go in the gutter and it comes back. Cuts back. All count. They almost exploded off the deck on that shot.
Amanda Bradley, the under-21s. Looking for a strike.
Oh,
just leaves the 10-pin in the right-hand corner.
She's so cool in the crisis, Amanda. She can be on 6 or 7 strikes in a row, and her reaction is no different to what it is after this 10-pin.
The 1993 Junior Bowler of the Year.
Going
looking
corner to corner, holding it out. Good cover.
Makes the good solid spare, so no nerves there for Amanda Bradley.
Good ball.
As we see the replay, going corner to corner.
Just the perspiration starting to appear on the players' foreheads at the moment. Adeline Carnegie came here, was nervous in the opening rounds, but it's done so well. It's gone across the line, and she's left the 2 there.
I can get it.
Being encouraged all the way by the captain, Maglieri.
As we see the ball crossing over to the head pin, looking for a mix, but unfortunately, a count of 8 that time. It's a sleeper. That is 1 pin directly behind the other. It's easy enough to cover that front pin. Got to bowl enough ball, though, to cover that back pin. As we see her go across lane. It's gone wide. It's not coming back. And she's missed it on the right-hand side. Mick Hoey looking on, seeing that he's going to be the next bowler up. Comes back onto his shoulders.
No one escapes the pressure as Carnegie just leaves it out to the right. 17-year-old David Brooker from Belrose in Sydney, being encouraged by the team. He'll stand up and deliver.
We'll see him whip that ball out, bring it back. Oh, and yet again, Isn't it amazing what pressure can do under normal conditions? Amanda hit the pocket, great shot, but the 10-pin. And here we see David Brooker wind that ball up, send it sailing out. It's coming back. Oh, but it's a 10-pin on that particular occasion.
Just the one left now to close the frame. The under-21s.
Crosses lane.
And he does it without any trouble at all. The 17-year-old from Belrose. Warm applause from the big crowd in here at the Richlands Centre in Brisbane.
They're glad. The crowd are really behind these under-21s. See the babies come forward, come up with what they need. Mick Hoey having a quick look at the score before he gets up. Taking his position on the approach. Swings it out wide, watching, waiting. Ooh.
Okay, make a spare now.
Ball coming back, but not quite enough hook on the back end to enable him to get the strike on that occasion. As we see the ball right out near the gutter. The pins just displaced themselves, but the cluster of 3 on the left-hand side still there.
Desperate to close this frame. The 24-year-old from Alice Springs, Michael Hoey. Looking good. He does it in great fashion. Michael Hoey for the Northern Territory. And the under-21s, they lead in the grand final by 1 pin over the Northern Territory.
Coca 10-Pin Bowling Classic will receive a check for $15,000, plus entry into the $1 million High Roller Tournament in Las Vegas, staying at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino, flying Qantas, courtesy of the Australian 10-Pin Bowling Congress.
Grand final time, the Coca-Cola 10-Pin Classic. Only 1 pin separating these two teams, the under-21s, just with their noses in front. Plenty at stake here. $15,000 to the winner, plus a trip to Las Vegas. Second team collects $9,000. Brad Hampson looking to improve on his opening delivery.
In there.
It's in the pocket.
Yes.
He gets
Got
away
the break.
from the horror split. He didn't want to leave himself.
He's watched his 2 teammates get up the 2 frames beforehand and have good, solid pocket shots for a 10-pin. He gets up. There's the 7-10, but a pin comes across the deck. Ooh, just a 7-pin to go for now for Brad Hampson. The 4th frame. Going across lane. Oh, he's overcorrected from his previous shot and missed it on the left-hand side. Unbelievable stuff.
That opens the door for the Northern Territory and Angelo Maglieri, who made a lightning start to the Territory in this grand final with a strike in the opening frame.
Yes, exactly. Angelo is the strong member of the team here for the Northern Territory. As he comes through, whips it out near the gutter. Will it hold? No, it's cut through, leaving him those 2 pins on the right side. Adeline telling him back on it. Keep clean. The under-21s have opened a frame. They don't want to be doing the same. Cover the spare, and the strikes will come.
The Northern Territory, the big bolters in this championship, they're looking at the first prize purse of the trip to Las Vegas. Not happy with it.
And he's channeled that one as well.
Gutter ball from
It's a
Angelo
shocker of a shot.
Maglieri.
Unbelievable. And yet, again, 4 frames have been bowled. 3 pins the difference. $15,000 for the winning team, $9,000 for the second team. As we see Amanda Bradley getting up on the right-hand lane.
She doesn't seem to be affected as much as the others by nerves. Comes back,
Yes.
and that's one of the reasons why she comes up with the strike. This 18-year-old from Wollongong, packed full of potential, and now she's realising it.
As we see here, again, the ball going, starting at the centre of the lane, going out near the gutter, light mix, and that's an emotional response there from Amanda. She's normally so cool, but yeah, clinches her fist in the air.
Carnegie looking to strike back.
Yes.
And does so.
Leaving it up to girls to strike in this particular match.
I thought you might mention that.
Well, of course.
And that could well set the target now for both these teams, because we've seen the under-21s, once they do break through with a strike, they really do put a few together. David Brooker.
Another strong power player, using all the lane. Yes, and there's the double. This is what we've seen so often with this under-21 team. They look like they are gone for all money, and they're able to come back, consolidate as a team, which is fantastic to see. And there we see another strike, a double for the under-21s. Great shot by David Brooker.
Will Michael Hoey capitalise on Carnegie's earlier strike for the Northern Territory, looking to make it back-to-back strikes.
He's got the ball down early. It's asking it to hurry up. Yes!
Got it. So 4 strikes in a row now in this grand final. 2 to the Northern Territory and 2 to the under-21s. We'll go to the break. The under-21s in front by 3. Coca Cola 10-pin Classic is well and truly alive. After 6 frames, the under-21s lead by 3. The last 2 frames of both these teams have been strikes. Brad Hampson now up, trying to make it 3 in a row for the under-21 side. Looking to strike form. In this grand final, down it goes.
Yes! That's the one.
The turkey for the under-21.
He called it before it hit the pins. He called yes. It felt good. It looked good to him as the ball went down the lane. As we see, good, strong release. Strong position at the foul line. There it is, the turkey. The 3rd strike in a row for the under-21s. Now the pressure back on Northern Territory.
And this man has handled the pressure throughout this championship.
The youngest member of the Northern Territory team. And he's done a wonderful job.
22 years of age, Angelo.
And there it is.
Comes up with the turkey for the Northern Territory.
Well, now we can see why these teams are playing in the final. This is what they've done to the opposition teams all the way through the tournament. They look like they're gone for all money, and they've been able to produce the strikes as they've wanted to, almost on call.
So they're both on a roll, going strike for strike. Who'll be the first to crack? Amanda Bradley, she started it all for the under-21 side. Looking for her 2nd strike in succession.
Oh,
can't do it.
Just a fraction high. The crowd appreciating the fact that this is one game that we've got going here in this grand final. As we see the ball going out, picking up just a fraction too soon and cutting back a bit too late. And of course, the 3rd place team in this particular event, the under-21s, defeated in the semi-final. That was Victoria. Their prize money of $6,000. 4th place team, WA, $4,500.
That is a great spare by Amanda Bradley. These
Great
2
job.
teams.
Super job under pressure. To think what these kids are doing now, and they're only 17, 18 and 19 years of age, what they can do in years to come.
Adeline Carnegie. She's been solid throughout this championship, often setting this empty
looks
side.
good, yes! The 4th one for Northern Territory. She has been the one in Northern Territory team when they look like they need something. She's been able to get them started, consolidate what her teammates have been doing, and that's a great strike. 4 in a row for NT. And now David Brooker.
She's often provided the spark for the Territory, as has this man for the under-21s. David Brooker, back it comes.
Oh, he wound it up. A bit too much room that time. Leaving a sleeper on the left-hand side. It's unbelievable. David Brooker is using a very hard case ball there. Frustrated with himself, knowing that just a fraction more, bit more wrist, bit more lift perhaps, would have been the strike. Sends it out. Oh, and he's chopped it. Really opened it up. The base frame, he's left it open, giving the under-21s 160 score in the 9th frame, a potential 190 total score for this game as we watch the ball cut back very, very hard. He has another look. He can't believe how far that ball turned at the end.
He thought he had it without a doubt there.
That's right.
Michael Hoey.
In the 9th frame, looking to consolidate what is there for Northern Territory. Gets it down, sends it out, says get up. Oh, and as we've seen for the right-handers, the frustration for them, the 10-pin in the corner.
It's hard to make tumble.
Absolutely. If he gets this spare, then he's going to make it easier for his teammate to get up in the 10th frame.
It's been a titanic tussle so far between the Territory and the under-21s.
Great cover. Good spare.
Big pressure bowl.
Now that takes the pressure off of Angelo Maglieri in the 10th frame. Here we are, the bottom of the 9th. Under-21s looking at a potential 190 score. The NT, a possible 211. There is only 11 pins difference. The under-21s can still come back from here. We've seen this young boy do this before, finish home with strings of strikes and get enough to win.
He needs to start with a strike. Brad Hampson lets it go, doesn't like it, off the hand. Ooh. And that's the reason why.
But they've accredited themselves very, very well, this young team. As I say, 17 and 18, 19 years of age. It's amazing what does the future of bowling hold for these young ones.
Can he make the spare? He deserves to. Just takes the 2 out.
Final score for the under-21s in the grand final, 169. Northern Territory have already achieved that score, so it's just a matter of going through the motions here in the 10th frame.
Don't worry about that. Angelo Maglieri would like to finish this off in a blaze of glory. Can he open the 10th frame with a strike? Back it comes. Yes, he can. Yes. Look at Angelo. 22 years of age. The bartender from Darwin mixing it up.
Oh, the sigh of relief. Could you imagine the pitter-patter of his heart? It must be absolutely pumping so hard, and he's able to make a shot like that at this stage of the tournament. That's brilliant play. Represented the Northern Territory on 2 occasions in the state team.
He'll want to keep going on with this job too. Maglieri lets another one
number
rip.
2. Oh, yes!
He's the kingpin here. Angelo Maglieri.
The crowd really appreciating this great job that they've done. Both teams have taken out the big guns in the tournament, relegated them to minor placings as we see this shot, the NT, the greatest underdogs. Nobody believed. He can't believe it. His teammates can't believe it. I think Adeline's crying. We're not too sure what's going on.
Just to make sure it's okay. Can he do it?
One more time. He sends it out. It comes back. Oh!
Up they go. The crowd, they appreciate it.
Great job there, Northern Territory. Final score, 209, a 40-pin victory over the under-21s. They came in the underdog of the tournament. The other 21s came into this final